Hi everyone, it's Charlene, one half of the Flights of Fancy, and I am coming to you on Monday, the 4th of November. This is video number 144, and it is about 2:30 in the afternoon. So I decided to go ahead and film tomorrow because I know that tomorrow is going to be crazy busy with everything going on, and it snowed. We probably had total about I don't know, between 6 and 8 inches. So enough that I needed to shovel this morning. Preston is on night shift, so it had snowed a considerable amount. I would say at least 4 or 5 of that before he got home at 4 this morning, and then we got the rest of it. It quit snowing probably, I don't know, probably about 2 hours ago. But it's that thick, heavy, wet stuff that we really need. So no complaints. So I have a wonderful glare on my glasses, so you can see everything outside and through my glasses, which is kind of humorous, but anyway, it is what it is. I will not apologize for my phone ringing because I am waiting for text messages and phone calls from my peeps, so I will pause you if they do give me a holler. So we will get started. I have a lot to show. That's another reason I didn't want to wait, is because I did touch a lot of projects since I've seen you last, and I wanted to make sure and try not to have too long of a video. So I will start off with the current ornament progress. I did chance it down day before yesterday. Maybe it was Saturday, because it was getting full and it gets caught up in the little tongs up here. But it looks so pretty. I really enjoy doing that. I looked at Joann's. They had a bunch of their stuff, a bunch of their ornaments and stuff on sale. And I looked at them when I was in there this weekend, kind of getting an idea what I want to do for next year. So we'll see. I haven't decided yet. All right, next I'm going to show you my whipco board. So I was able to finish, let's see, what day is it? It's this one. Yes. So I was able to get the 1,000 stitches into emerald. I finished it the day after I filmed last. And, oh, hang on just a second, guys. I forgot something. Sorry about that. I forgot my other notebook. So, like I said, I did work on emerald, and emerald is the Carolyn Manning design. And I used this one as my travel project. And then, like I said, I finished up so I worked mostly up here, but I did come down at one point and work a little bit down in here. So I have myself set up that I could potentially have 5-page finishes on this in 25. That's kind of my goal. So we'll see how that works out. I'm going to turn over here to my list of my projects. So that was my whipco stuff. So I'm going to bounce around a little bit. I'm going to show you some haul. I picked up quite a few threads that I was missing for various projects. They've already been bobbinated and put into those projects. They were just DMC, nothing fancy. Preston checked the mail on the way to work today, and my threads of the month are actually in, my October threads, but I'll show those to you next video. So, but I did pick up some fabric for some project bags for me. So I picked up this for autumn leaves, and I did work on this one. I did work on that one this last week. I picked up this one for the pug because it's just the face of the pug, so I thought this was just perfect for that bag. I found this in the discount bin, and I've told you the story of the bunny bag that I made last week, or 2 weeks ago, and it was the wrong size, and I ended up sending it to Sis and frustrated. Well, on the discount bin, I found some Bugs Bunny. Is that upside down? Yes. So I'm going to make a Bugs Bunny bag for my moon hair. I also have a Lizzie Kate dog lessons. I'm going to make this a bag for that one. And I have my pretty pumpkins. I've shown that to you a while back. I'm going to use this fabric. And I worked on Unicorn and the Princess. I'm going to show that one to you here in a little bit. And I found this fabric. I thought that was perfect for that one. And last but not least, Morgan had actually picked up some of this to make her boyfriend a welder's cap, and I fell in love with it. And I'm working on Dalton's dragon for his graduation present. So I went back and I was able to find that fabric, so I'm going to make a project bag out of this for it. So, and everything was 40% off, and then I had a 50% off coupon. So I was very happy with my haul. Numbers. So I finished October with 16,530 stitches. So far for the month of November, I am at 1,389. And for the year, I am at 110,659. So very happy with that. I had a new start. So I started this on Halloween, which brings my whip count back to 800. This one will not get put into the 100-day rotation, obviously, because it's a new one. But I ended up putting in, of course I didn't grab that book. I know it was over 200 stitches. So this is the Halloween bird. I need to order my charms for that, or the little buttons. I still need to do that. This is a piece of fabric that I had left over from an Ink Circles design, that a ghostly mandala, and this was a chunk that I had left, and it was perfect. Complements it just so well. So did quite a bit, got a leg and part of the candy corn, and then came up into its back. So very happy with that. Hopefully I can get that one done so I can get it sewn up to display for next year, now that the holiday is over. All right, so let's get busy with what I worked on. So let's see, where do we want to start at? We'll start out with Away We Ride, because I think that was the one that I spun. Yeah, I spun that one to do the day for my last video. So this is a blackbird design. And Morgan dyed this fabric for me. And I put in 110 stitches on this one. I worked down in the bottom. So this is where I'm at. I worked this right here. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember what color it was. I want to say pumpkin. No, it was heirloom gold. That's what I worked in here. So I took this one in and got it blown up so it's much easier to work on because this pattern is not, it's not friendly, and the yawns are already starting. All right, these are going to be in no particular order. I'm just going to grab them from the piles here. So this next one is called Ocean Beauty. I just call it my seahorse, and this is in World of Cross Stitching, issue 59 maybe? That doesn't sound right. Anyway, I've had it for a long time. This is another one that I started and I wasn't keeping track of my start dates and stuff. So this is the pattern. And this one will be finished for Morgan. So those beads. Lots and lots of beads. This is a piece of 14 count fabric that I've talked about it before. The gal that I used to buy fabric from. I'm pretty sure this is a piece that I got from her. Maybe not. Maybe this is a piece that, no, I'm pretty sure this is a piece I got from her. Anyway, so I worked 117 stitches. I worked down here in her tummy, his tummy, her tummy, its tummy, the seahorse's tummy. How's that? So this one is on my Whipco board for a finish. It was on for a finish this year, and I mean, obviously that's not going to happen. So I have put it onto my board for a finish for next year. And project bag, one that I made, and then I had some leftover pink. A friend gave it to me. She's like, oh, it was my mom's, I'll never use it. You want it? There's probably about 10 yards of fabric in it. I think her mom was going to make curtains or something out of it. So I actually took a big chunk of it and made curtains out of it. And then I still have a ton of it left over. And then I made a project bag out of it. So, all right, next one. This is the Unicorn and the Princess. This is a piece of fabric that I actually got from Stony Creek. And the project, oh goodness, it's right here. And I started this one, I think I started this one in 20. It was either 20 or 22. And I need to get this one and get it blown up too. I have all the threads and all the pretties, but it needs a project bag, so that's why. Sorry guys. All right, so here's the full piece of fabric, and let's see, it went this way. So I only did 102 on this one. I worked in this brown, and then I think I picked up, shoot, sorry guys, I think it was this green right here. And it worked out perfect because I just had this little snippet of thread left on my bobbin, and I only needed, I think, 5 stitches or 4 stitches, something like that. So, and that was exactly what was left of that color in that area. I'll put it back together. It's going to be loud. So it worked out perfect to do that one. All right, next up. So remember last week I told you that I was thinking about bringing out a project that it was one of the ones that didn't have a start date because it's from years and years and years ago. And I really want to try and get this one finished for Dalton for Christmas. So what I'm talking about is my eagle. And I had actually bought this one at Ben Franklin's when they were still in the Mesa Mall, which kind of really dates how long I've been stitching, because I think they left the mall maybe, they either left in the late 90s or the early 2000s. But I actually think they left the mall in the late 90s, because I don't think Morgan was born yet when they left. It's in Grand Junction, by the way. So I did some of the half stitches in the mountain. I worked in his wing, and then I came over here. Is it this tree? Oh, I worked in his tail, and then I came over here and I did quite a bit of this tree. So, but I'm going to try to work on this one as much as I can so I can finish it for him for Christmas. So, fingers crossed. We will see where I get. All right, let's see. The next one, I'll show you this one. So I've got to get my phone up and get pictures of the other one. So you guys know that I have this one in for this is one that I've broke into into 12 and work on it a swath at a time. Can you tell I don't sleep when Preston's on nights? So I'm talking about my thatch cottage. And I've worked on this one either 2 or 3 days this month. I guess we're only 4 days in, so it, you know, not like yeah. Anyway, I love this so much. So I'm in this swath right here, coming down. Actually, I think right here is the end of the swath, but my thread, I had enough of my thread, so I just continued it over because it's part of that tree. I should get this done tonight because all I have left is this little tiny bit of the house and then some of the roof right here, and then of course some more greenery. So I should be able to get that knocked out tonight. But I love this piece so much. I cannot wait to have it done and have it hanging on my walls. It's going to be beautiful. Or at least I think it's going to be beautiful. How's that? All right, so first one I'll show you is I've told you guys that I spin for on the 1st and the 15th or 16th, depending upon how long the month is. Oh, now I have itchy nose. Oh, I can't win for losing, guys. And when I came to you last, I was still working on my dragonfly clock. And I finished up with over 1,700 stitches on it. I think I had got all the way across when I showed it to you last. Oops. And then I almost lose my needle. So this one probably won't come back out again until its anniversary date, which is, shoot, I don't remember, and I don't have my list. Anyway, this one probably won't come back out until then. But I got all the way across the top. Now I can trim off my excess and get it hemmed. But that's where I got to. So I finished, the first row is completely done, and I got clear to doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. I think I got clear over to here on the second row. So I love this one. When I got it all done and I was showing it to Preston, because I'm making it for him, and he was like, you need to get that one done. He really likes this one. So yeah. And then my next spin that I had, and that's why I bought that fabric, because it's in a Halloween bag and it doesn't really match. And I am talking, and this is where I have to have my phone up. So let me grab my Facebook pictures. And this was one of the ones that I was able to pick up the rest of the threads. I was only missing one, but that way I was able to work on it. So I had spun the pug, and I'm making this one for one of my besties. And so far I think I have I think I'm tickling that 600 mark, and this is the 30 minutes a day. So, and this is just on a piece of 14 count. So this corner is essentially done. I finished that corner up today, and then I'm moving my way across. There's a ton of white in it, so I am picking up a thread of white each morning or each day when I stitch on it. And I'm not trying to remember if I'm at the halfway. Yeah. So the middle of this blue right here is the halfway point. So it'll still come over to about here. And I'm going to try to get all the way across the top before I'm done with this. Those colors are really... I was missing this purple here, this 3835. But that's my goal. I was thinking about trying to get it done for her birthday. Her birthday's in January. But I don't know if I can get it done that quick. I don't know. We'll see. I've set myself up, I think, for a lot. And I'm working on quilts for Christmas presents for everybody, and it's just a lot. All right, so the next one that I need to show you, this was a spin, and this is Arctic Blast. This is another Carolyn Manning. This was a freebie that she put out, in December of 22. I don't know if it's still free. I honestly don't even know if it's still on her website. You just have to go to Carolyn Manning Designs and see. But like I said, it came up for a spin, and I ended up putting 254 stitches on this one. And I think, oh, this was on Halloween. So Preston had to work on Halloween because of it had snowed. And so he had to work. He was on nights. It didn't snow on Halloween, but it snowed the night before, and so cleanup and whatnot. So, and I didn't want to hand out candy, and we had made plans for Halloween, but I mean, obviously that didn't work. So I just stayed home and turned off all the lights except my sewing light and stitched. So, but I got quite a bit done, brought that border over and worked in here. So this one is wonderful. This would make this is like emerald. This would make a really great travel project, and it needs a bag too. I went through my list yesterday, and I told Morgan to go through hers too. Are you helping me, Dobby? Do you want to say hi? You do? Well, come here. No? Okay. She says no. She's gonna go over there. Give me the stink eye. Anyway, that one would make a really great travel project because of it's on 14 count. It's a very simple, not mindless project. I don't think any cross stitch is mindless, but it's an easy cross stitch project for travel. So I hope I'm making sense. Anyway, all right, then I worked on Dalton's Dragon. This is the one that the project bag will be for. And I don't remember. Oh, and then this one actually came up on the 29th for the 100 days. So that day I ended up putting 112 into it. And I want to say I just came across with some more white, or maybe 762. I don't remember which color I picked up. But anyway, that one came up for that one. And then, let's see. This one was spun on the 2nd. This is Autumn Leaves. And I just started this one on, I want to say the 24th of September. See if my memory's right. 22nd. It was the first day of fall I started this one. So, and I apologize, I don't know who the designer is. I know who it is, but I can't remember their name. And this is the mini. And I put in 136 stitches. And I think it's a 16 count, I think. This is one that I was missing quite a few colors. And I was able to get several when we went shopping the other day, but I wasn't able to get them all. But it worked out good because 2 of the ones that I needed were these 2 right here. So I wanted to come across, but since I didn't have the colors, I just did that little bit, and then I ended up coming back down with some black, and then I think 814, 817, I can't remember which, right there. So this one is still on the list, obviously, to come out for the 30 minutes a day. So this one will come out again. I mean, obviously no clue when because of the spin on the wheel. All right, next up, since it's a new month, I'm doing the next line in My Necessity. And I've been pulling just 1 strand a day. So today will be the 3rd day that I've worked on this one. And I'm in the 3rd row right here. So you're the cream. And I gotta take this one off the hoop too. I'm just de-hooping everything. So this is a piece of fabric that I dyed, and obviously it's way too big, but we'll have plenty of room. So this is 2 strands so far. I think I had a little bit of the Y started, but then I've come across, and so I'll pick up another strand tonight, and it'll take me a couple more days, but that will get done for this month's. And then the last one that I spun was my Summer Art Nouveau. I actually spun that one yesterday, and then ironically I spun Spring today. So that one will get some love as soon as I get done with my video. So the Summer Art Nouveau is the leaves, and this was from a cross stitcher magazine. It was a freebie, all 4 of these patterns. I have the winter one already done. So this was summer. I do not think those look like roses, but I think they look like the pennies, you know, before the pennies open up. To me, that's what these look like, but whatever. So, and this is, it was a huge piece of fabric that Morgan dyed. I'm pretty sure Morgan dyed this one. Her and I are both doing these. And then we cut them in 4. And so I put in 126 stitches. And I worked on some of the purple, and then after I got the purple done, then I picked up the black and I worked on it. I try to do the color before I do the black so it doesn't fuzz over, because that just drives me nuts, especially on the lighter colors. I have spring, which has, I have a big dent in spring. Like I said, this is the one that I'll work on today. But you can see it's got a lot of lighter colors, so I try to stitch all of that yellow and before I'll pick up the black and go from there. So that's what I will work on this evening. Like I said, he's already left for work, so I will work on it today. And that one, like I said, I got 126 stitches into summer. So I think that's it. Flosstubers I've watched a couple others that are new to me, but I haven't subscribed yet. But the ones that that we are subscribed to, that I've watched, Carolyn Carolyn Stitch, Just So Sherrie, Sarah Stitch and Mommy, Janet Jabber, and Jantina. I don't know if Jantina has a, I don't know if she's got a name to her page or not, or if it's just her name. I'll have to look. I've never paid attention. It's just Jantina. She's in the Netherlands, and she does a lot of full coverage pieces that are really, really pretty. Really pretty. Okay, so I think that's all of it. We got through this. We did good. I don't know what week, sorry guys, I don't know what day next week I will come to you. I'm going to try to get back on my Tuesday schedules. Obviously the reason I didn't do Tuesday this week is, I mean, there's a ton of stuff going on tomorrow, besides the fact that we're supposed to have the kind of a lull before this next storm comes in. So that'll mean that Preston and I will get to be able to do a lot of little honeydew housework things that we didn't get to do since he worked yesterday. But hopefully next week I can get back on track. Monday, if he doesn't work, is a holiday. I think it's Monday. Yeah, Veterans Day is Monday. So he'll be home. So it will probably be Tuesday. Fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed. All right. I have showed you everything. I hope you guys are doing well. If you have all this white stuff in your yard, just be safe. Don't slip and fall. And we need it. We need the moisture, but no ouches. Those are not allowed. I think that's all I've got. Kids are great. Morgan's doing well. Dalton's doing well. Animals are all good. Loving the snow. Dogs love the snow. I have candy left over from Halloween. Licorice. Yeah, that's all I've got. I made tacos for lunch, so guess what I get to have for supper tonight? Taco salad. Yay! I can't think of nothing else, guys. I will let you go. I'll wish you a wonderful day, a safe week, and just remember to be kind. Have a good day. Bye.